Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Monster Legends, and in today's video I just want to quickly go over the lineages and then just really go over the monsters I think you should breed and the ones you should kind of avoid breeding, because I think lineages might be a really cool feature which I really do like at the moment. I'm not sure, there's some things I don't like about it, some things I do like, but we're gonna go through each element and I'm gonna let you know which monster you should breed and which ones you really shouldn't breed. Especially this will be pretty good if you're a beginner, or even if you're like a pro and you just kind of stuck and you want something to do and need something to do. Well, at the moment we do have temporary lines, so the Comet Storm and Obsidianate are the ones in the current temporary lineage. I recommend, if you have the time and you want to, and if you're a new player, then go ahead, breed them, why not? The Comet Storm and Obsidianite could help you, especially if you're a beginner. So yeah, I don't want to go into like crazy detail on every single little monster that you should breed, because then, well, this video would be like an hour long. But starting with the fire, we're going to go through each element. Where is she? And she is right here. Okay. The first monster you should breed is Zenfira. She's really good for the Coliseum and Bounty Hunt, so I recommend breeding her for those events. And along with Zenfira over here, these four monsters right here, Vixen, Kai, Zorky, and Armorclaw, they aren't the best, but you do need them in order to breed some future monsters, so go ahead and breed those four. And those are actually okay for Arasagas is what I noticed. Chi Along is a decent monster in wars, so he's a monster that I'd recommend, if you have the time, go ahead, why not? And then over here, Teddy Bomb is a must-have monster. He is so good in wars, so good in PvP, multiplayer. Go ahead, breed him up, he's a must-have. But yeah, that's Teddy Bomb, he's pretty good. Then we have these two, how do you pronounce this? Gahi Azul and Monk Flamor are about the same when it comes to wars and multiplayer. They're some, good monsters, and, it wouldn't hurt to have them. So I recommend, if you have the time, go ahead, breed these two. They're pretty good, and rank them up, of course. All these monsters that I'm going to mention that are good, you want to rank up, so keep breeding them while you can. Lord Inheritor, the only thing good about him at the moment is that he's good for the Era Saga and getting that trait, those demon wings. So go ahead, if you want to get that, get that. And for the grass, who do we have? There are some lineages that don't have any good monsters to breed at the moment, but the grass lineage has, oh, here you go. Articus is good for breeding, only for breeding events. Anything else I would recommend avoiding. And overall, like, the monsters in grass aren't the best. I was thinking about it, looking at it. There's only two monsters that are, like, if you are gonna need a grass monster, then go ahead. But I would recommend just not doing in general is all of these, but the Fruitstater and Slumster are the two that I recommend. If you do need a grass monster and you want to breed them from here, Slumster and Fruitstater are the way to go. They're okay monsters for war and multiplayer. They've been kind of pushed aside at the moment with all the new, much stronger monsters, but they're okay. Earth, on the other hand, all these legendary monsters useless. These four mythics here, all those useless. All these mythics here useless. Pangoliath is an okay monster. If you're missing a Megaton, he has a trait, but he does not compare to the monster that we'll be talking about in a little bit. But first, all these other monsters, not worth it. Dermagon is actually interesting. He might be worth it, might not. Honestly, it doesn't matter in my opinion. You could have him, you might not have him. It's whatever you want. However, King Autumn, out of all the monsters that we're going to go through, he is the monster you want and need to breed. He is insane for multiplayer and PvP and just wars and everything. He is so good for wars, and is a monster I really wish I bought in the Legends Pass, because I regret not having him as a ranked 3 off the bat. But I'm going to do my best, keep breeding him, get him ranked 5, because he is a must-have monster. You need to breed this monster now. If you don't have him, breed him now. You do have him, but he's low rank, breed him now, get those cells, rank him up. Yeah, the rest aren't worth it in my opinion. Don't waste your time, get yourself that King Autumn, the best monster you will breed currently in the breeding line. Next up, we got the lightning or thunder element. Nothing of use here. We're just gonna keep going, keep going, keep going. Nothing here, not worth it. All these monsters right here, really not the best. Nope. However, here we do have a monster you do want to breed. Galvanus. He's really good for wars, and I really do enjoy. Well, I haven't used him yet, but from what I've seen, he's destroyed me in wars. So go ahead and get this guy. He is pretty close to King Autumn for like must-have. Gekon, pretty good in Colosseum, and Bounty Hunt in the beginning at least. So if you want him, it doesn't hurt to get him. But Galvanus, I really do recommend getting him when you can, because he's really good in wars. And ranking him up, of course. The rest you can kind of avoid. Water, on the other hand, do they have anyone of use? I'm pretty sure I looked over. Not really. No, not here, not here, not here. Nothing really. Actually, where is she? Oh, there we go. Algada. Algada's the only monster here. It's really worth it for Bounty Hunt and Colosseum once again. Pretty good. I remember using her a lot, and I still used to use her a couple of seasons ago. So still pretty decent for Bounty Hunt and Colosseum. If you're just beginning, go ahead, get yourself that Algada if you don't have Ion or those other monsters. Dark. Who do we have here for Dark? Nope. Well, not really any monster here of worth, or really should spend your time breeding, except, or actually, hold up, these over here aren't really worth it in my opinion. Possibly, what's his name? Barbados Rex. Might be an okay monster to breed. If you want it, you can have it. But, oh, these three right here, Linworm, Lord and Buddhist, are good, and of course Shelly. They're good for their era sagas when you start, okay? So they're not a must-have monster, but if you want Lord and Buddhist's era saga, you want to get that Linworm and Shelly, which will help out. They're really good. They used to be my go-to monsters, those three exactly, actually. And I loved using them in PvP, but, you know, all these monsters have been outdated. But they were pretty good. Barbados Rex, like I said before, he's an okay monster. Wouldn't recommend spending your time breeding him, though. Magic. What do we have? We have nothing crazy here. Nothing I see that's really worth it. These three monsters, Panda, QV Fusion, and I'm tired. Isabeth or Ashio. Volcanics, those three monsters there are monsters that really wouldn't hurt to have. So if you're gonna breed a magic monster, those three would be my go-to. They're pretty good in wars, as long as they're not on your defense team in wars, you're okay. Isabeth is a good monster for Colosseum. Once again, I recommend using her. She's pretty good for Colosseum. So if you want that, go ahead and get her. I'm assuming she's going to be in the new Colosseum because of that spirit typing. So go ahead and get her while you can. Rank her up. What else do we have? For light, we have... Oh, okay. Master Rat, Equalaria. Okay, Dawn Canine I recommend getting for Colosseum, but that's about it. Master Rat and Equalaria used to be pretty good, but they're not really worth it at the moment. However, I would get them, or actually I wouldn't get them. But the monster you really want here, and the one that I also recommend along with Galvanus and King Autumn, must have monsters like get to breeding now. Ural the Divine. Incredible monster for multiplayer PvP. It's really versatile. Recommend getting him now while you can. I'm not sure if they will change, but a monster I do recommend getting immediately. Great monster, really good with the revival skills and everything. But that's about it. For the light era, or the light little monsters here, Archduke and Elvira, not really crazy, but they're if you're gonna go through that line, to get Ural the Divine. For metal, I don't see anyone here in metal that I think is worth breeding. I looked over it millions of times, well, like 3 times, but not really anyone that I recommend breeding. But yeah, guys, I'm trying to remember no monsters here that I really think are good for breeding, except for collection purposes. Of course, if you're a collector, I was a collector and I ended up buying like $50 Legends passes back in the Cosmic era. Really one of my biggest mistakes. Lots of money was lost. And they just brought them back for free, and some of them are even breedable here, which I think is so dumb. Like, if you make an exclusive monster, shouldn't it be exclusive? Just saying. I mean, I love that now everybody can get them, but like, you shouldn't really have exclusive on something if it's not exclusive. That's just my opinion. But whatever. King Autumn must breed. Rebreed him now. Get him ranked up, rank 5. That is my tips. Trust me, if you're in a high ranking legendary team, King Autumn is a must-have along with Ural. And that's about it. So yeah, I just want to make a quick video, really going through the lineages and breeding. If it changes ever again, then maybe I'll go through it again. Of course, you want to see any other videos, let me know in the comments down below. But this was just my personal views and experience, so that's going to be it for today's video. Of course, if you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below anything you want to see in the future or anything at all. Need help with anything, I got you. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Of course, race is now active, so go ahead and do that, and I'll see you all next time.